Hello everybody and welcome back to Agrarian Skies. And you can't perhaps help but notice behind me that there's an ever so small tree. This is the wonderful world of the Greatwood tree. And I don't know if it gets its name from just being apocalyptically massive, but let's get a golden Nixon, because if I can, I want to see if I can get a Greatwood sapling from the Greatwood tree itself. Oh, well, there's a sapling. Is it a Greatwood sapling? Yes, it is. Cool. So that starts me off good. So that Great Nixon didn't do very well, but I got what I wanted. So we can manually submit that. Do I want a wooden golem, a green heart canister, or a yellow heart canister? Now, I don't think I have any. Oops. Oops. All the buttons are wrong. I don't think I have any yellow heart canisters or green heart canisters, so that's all good. So I'll have a green one. So we'll just get an extra life. We'll add that to our life, and we'll open our greater reward bag. We get another sodding butterfly. Go away, butterfly. So we have a greatwood sapling, have a silverwood sapling, so that's fine. We can put those away for now. But we now have the ability, hopefully, to continue with the alchemy, which is the construct and the centrifuge. So for that, I need a piece of wood. So we'll just go back up to the top, and we'll punch a couple of pieces of wood. Okay, it will fall away, annoyingly. There we go. So I'm going to have to work out how to cut this down. I'm going to hopefully find a tree. Find a tree. Find something that can cut it all down in one go. Now, is it greatwood logs or greatwood planks that I needed for something that I had to build in here? Greatwood planks. Okay. And then we need all of the other stuff, the essential tubes and all sorts of random things. So we're now going to need to build 2 vis filters, unless I've got some lying around in these chests. 2 vis filters, it's got some valves, and we've got some tubes, but not enough. I'm holding my gold wand, aren't I? Yep, okay. So we need some iron, some glass, some quicksilver, and some gold. All of that's very easy to get, I'd hope. Quicksilver, I'll just make a load of this, I guess. We're going to see an example of how to not to manage your inventory in this episode. Oops. Oh. Didn't need to do it myself because the system is clever enough to do that for me. That was unnecessary. Okay. So if we put this all into here, and I can't find my wand, there it is. Okay, so it's going to require quite a bit of auto. So we'll put together 18, and then the valves are the vis filters, which I can now make properly. Again, it needs auto, but I have 18 silver wood. So let's just make as many of these as we can. 2 before I have to go and recharge my wand. Luckily my recharging wand point is over here. So we can, 12%, and I need to make sure I pay attention to the fact I've got 12% on the old energy bar. Quickly stop off and grab some more. Oops. It helps if you actually click the right one. Some more V. I think I'm also missing Zertera. So once I've got my silverwood wand set up, which will be a not too distant future creation, I should be able to massively simplify the recharging of my wands, because I should be able to start moving nodes around. So hopefully I'm going to want to put a few nodes over here. Maybe that platform behind it will become my like node wand charging platform. Okay. So we'll grab 2 more of that, just to make sure we've got enough. Silverwood trees shouldn't be a problem anymore. I can probably plant a few more now that I know the wood's going to be an important part of. Should have used my Viz discount, shouldn't I? And also, thank you very much. I now know how to shift click everything. So basically, you have to apply a signal to this, and then it will swap everything you're wearing. So now if I just shift click it, it'll just keep flicking back and forward. So that's going to give me a much better Viz discount than I originally had set up. And so I'm disappointed that I messed up, unfortunately. Oops, and clicked the microphone with my hand. So I just wasted a bit more Viz than I needed to when doing those. So carry on with this recipe. So the valves are levers in those tubes, and I've just taken my levers out and put them back, haven't I? So some levers and some tubes. Just make a couple of them. Okay. So that is now going to give me everything I need to make the construct. I hope. But once again, I need to go and get some more V. So at the moment, they're collecting a V especially. Oh no! This is not the first time I've done this, I'm going to be honest. Oh, of course, if you take your jetpack off, you're going to lose your ability to fly. Let's have a sleep and think about what we've done. Such a dumbass. Get too confident, don't you? Get too cocky. You get too cocky with your knowing of what you've done. So, I can't remember how you do like just the head, because I always want the goggles, but I don't. Yeah. Right. So. Quah? No. I saw this. What is this? What? So a book and an ender pearl gives me a warp book. Now warp books that I'm familiar with are different, I would imagine, to these. But I want to see how easy it is to set these warp books up. No, I didn't. That craft me any paper. Now I would imagine, for example, if I click this page like here, and I set Formcraft, I like go over here. Ooh! So if I right click this now, it spawns me around. So I've got my jetpack on, have I? Yes. So if we go down here, this might be the last time I have to do this in a tedious way. And that means I can transport myself around while doing Thorncraft, as long as I remember. So if we take the page here and click like there, and we go auto, done, shift right click, in, then gather our V as needed, click our wand and go Thorncraft. Oh, why haven't I done this before? That is a much more efficient way of doing it. A much more efficient way of doing it. So the warp book is something to make sure you are now using I don't care if you've been like shouting at me for 50 episodes to get it done. That has just made my life a billion times easier. Okay, so the goggles is going to be annoying. Okay, so put that in there, and we get that. Fantastic. So the second thing that we need to make is this centrifuge, which requires another, actually let's see if that counted for the achievement. Whoops. Yeah, that counts. So I don't need to. I can use the same one. Okay. So what is the recipe needed for the centrifuge then? An arcane alembic and a piston. So helps if you put the I in piston. Piston, good. Okay. So that's got 32 trees in it. I'll just claim that, because I'm assuming it would be easy just to, when you're finished faffing around, apparently not, you're probably distilling a, just gonna steal one, I'll make another one later on. So that goes in the middle, that goes on the right, that goes on the left, and it was one of them above and below. And that's centrifuge, done. So that should be achieved. I'll replace my lost extra life, give me 45 again. 16 reactor casing, good. I'm liking the free reactor casing because that's going to help me make a much big reactor. Wrong book. Okay. So I need to make a SengIr tube, filtered SengIr tube, and essential valves. So the filtered SengIr tube is the only one I'm missing, and that gives me golem animation core, some entropy shards or some niter, and a greatwood sapling, which, judging by the fact I have a massive greatwood tree over there. So the filtered restricted, was it the first one, was it? Filtered is an SengIr tube and a vis filter. You know what? That doesn't surprise me. Are they all up in the board of this order? So that's another one done. Submit. I think I'm going to take the golem animation cores just because I don't have that set up at the moment. It's a greater reward bag that provides me with 4 nutmeg saplings, which is not helpful at all. And put the golem cores and the silverwood, loads of silverwood, and the remaining everything else into there. And we'll have a look at what the next, I keep picking the wrong book, just because it looks nicer, next book is. So, a zombie brain times 16 and a brain in a jar. So, brain, easy. A brain in a jar, perhaps not so easy. That's not a brain in a jar. That's going to be useful when it comes to excessively producing incorrect stuff. Lamp of growth. Now, I have lamps of growth. I've been given some. So I wonder if I should, I don't know where it is, rather than trying to scramble around looking for this. Where is the brain in a jar? I actually don't have brain in a jar yet. Perhaps I've not reached the brain in the jar. We'll get some magical bees eventually. Well, that might help with my current bees. Oh, there's brain in a jar. No, node in a jar. So node in a jar is what I want, definitely. But there's no brain in a jar. So I'll have to find out brain in a jar elsewhere. Unless there's nothing special about a brain in a jar. Is there a something special about a brain in a jar? Where's a brain? Brain in a jar. There's definitely a special recipe. So there's definitely going to be something in here about brain in a jar. So I'll find brain in a jar later on. So have I got lamp of fertility? No, I don't have any lamp of growth then, do I? So if we go back into here, oops, I clicked the wrong one. So lamp of growth is earth shards, bone meal, and an arcane lamp, which is a daylight sensor, an amber block, niter, and iron. So let's make one of these. Let's finish up one of these. So we need a daylight sensor, which I'm going to guess isn't going to be difficult for me to make. Good. Going to need some shards. 2 of those. And I need a block of amber. Can't type today. One-handed typing is proving not to be my strong point. Some iron, which I already have in my inventory, that's just unnecessary. Okay, so thanks for the recipe not being in there. Arcane lamp is iron niter. So have I got some spare niter? I've got 1 niter, which is luckily all I need. So this will give us a arcane lamp. Place the arcane lamp in the center of, I think it was 2 shards. Oh, it's an infusion. Oh, it's an infusion. Ooh. So we'll come over here. So it's not something I can do very quickly in this episode because it needs Herba, Lux, and Victus. So I don't think I've got any Victus lying around in any of these. So there's some Herba. So if I grab some torches. Because they will provide me with Lux. I know this was all set up for the shards, but I can easily set it up again. Where have you gone, piece of paper? Okay. I can't remember how many it was. But we can very easily just keep swapping these jars around, can't we? I do like the noise you make when you punch a jar. So it's bone meal, gold, 16, only 8 Lux, and Victus, or life. So we're going to need to have a look at what contains Victus, because I don't know. Did I miss it? Apparently I have. There it is, Victus. So eggs, cake, flowers, meat, fish. Fish is good. I have an abundance of fish to a bloody stupid degree. So I only need 16. That's that done. Let's grab a couple of these jars because I have a feeling this is going to make a lot of mess of random stuff. Where'd they go? Okay. No, bdew, bad silly jar. That's the one I care about, so that's gone well. It's gone well for me. And then this will, unfortunately, what's the third one that fish contain? Bit of terror. Aqua even. What? Oh, I see what I did. Like a massive idiot. That'll do. Hopefully that'll do. Good. Oh no, it might still be going. Is that still going? Okay. So we'll very, very quickly, we will grab everything that we need to make this. So I didn't realise it was an infusion recipe, because apparently I don't pay attention. And we need some bone meal. And it was gold, I think, which I've already got. So it is bone meal, gold, gold, shard, shard, which I think is less pedestals than I have. So I don't. Oh, I'm gonna have to leave it because I need to smash my altar up and organize it. Don't think I can. Don't think I can do it in my altar. So apologies for that. Balls that up catastrophically, but we're making some steady progress in our You're a Wizard Steve questline. So as ever, I hope you continue to enjoy my Skyblock adventures. We now have this amazing little walkbook, which is going to be so much fun and make life so much easier for myself. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you continue to enjoy, and I'll see you again soon for the next episode. Bye for now, guys.